I am Cantor Marc Bachrach. I'm going to take this off for just a few minutes.
Ooh, much better.
And I want you to welcome to Anna and Shawn's Ketubah signing. You chose an absolutely beautiful Ketubah. Rabbi Tuchman, who introduced the three of us, did a really striking job. Anna, I'm wondering what drew you to this design?
The figure 8. It's the symbol of our love. We do it every day with our fingers. So
Beautiful. With the
yeah, we make the figure 8 with our fingers.
Oh. I'm going to pause a moment, just take that in. There's no jokes about that. That's very beautiful. So this really is a reflection of something that you will be practicing every day of your life.
We do.
Oh, well, another symbol, and one that's central to Jewish theology, mysticism, and prayer, is the Eitz Chaim, the tree of life. And the trunk of the tree, the limbs, the branches, these we can see really easily, right? It's easy to see the trunk, the limbs, and the branches, but the roots all the way down, these we can't see, but we do know they exist. And today, Shawn and Anna, together you are the trunk of the tree, and your children, your grandchildren, will be the limbs and the branches of that tree. But your tree did not start today. It didn't start with the proposal of the century in Christmastown. A proposal heightened by suspense, and then huge waves of joy and relief. It didn't even start those 21 days you worked the high cascade complex brush fire together in Oregon. No, it started thousands of years ago. Because your ancestors, those families, the roots of your tree, thousands of years ago, they were busy with their own lives. They were building their own families. They were making their own figure 8s. And they were in Russia. And finally, they said, okay, we'll come to the United States. And to California. And then where you two could meet and join as one in Oregon. Now, we may not see the roots of your tree here today, or anywhere in the garden here at Temple Beth Lenske. But we all recognize your ancestors are with us. They're in your DNA. They're in your hearts. They're in your souls. And their spirits are one with what we call the Holy Spirit in Hebrew, the Ruach HaKodesh. So we're going to take a moment to honor them. We're going to celebrate and welcome their sacred presence to your Ketubah signing and to your chuppah. And we're going to give very special honor to Anna's grandmother, Betty Black. Betty left us last year, but not before she too blessed this union. Everyone here, please close your eyes. And welcome in through your heart's memories the joy, the delight of all the ancestors celebrating this beautiful kiddushin, this wonderful marriage. As we each remember them with love deep in our hearts, I will sing one Hebrew word, and this word is ruach, which means spirit, which means soul. Ruach, ruach, ruach. It also means wind and breeze. Ruach. Feel the gentle touch of all the souls around us who come before. Ruach. So now we're all here to witness, all of us, and celebrate together. So let's open our eyes now and watch. Something amazing is going to happen right here. Signing a ketubah, that's an ancient, a special process. Now early on, the ketubah was a marriage license, but really, it was a purchase document. Now, clearly we know that Shawn here is not purchasing Anna today, correct? Right?
Tomorrow.
Even though, as this gentleman says, and I use the word loosely, even though it would be the deal of the century, right? Such a deal, priceless, right? There you go, Steve. Amazon. I'm taking him with me. We're on the road. This is wonderful. Thank you, Steve. The real intention behind the ketubah was as a system of safety for the bride to protect her by law, by this document. Not only protect her property rights, but how shall I put this gently, even her conjugal satisfaction, her fulfillment in the bedroom. You didn't see that in there, did you?
Yes, I did.
Wendy exercised that clause. She got the old school traditional thing. This was the... It's subliminally in there, Shawn. You have to read between the lines. This was actually the first prenup in history. Shawn's going to say yes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
And Anna is going to say yes, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. No suspense here. Not like that proposal. Oh, boy. Then today, friends, right now, something very special is going to happen right before your eyes. This beautiful ketubah is a promise, and it's a promise that you make to each other. It's a promise you make to your communities, to your families, and it is a promise that you are making to your ancestors. It's a promise about the home that you will build, the future that you will shape, and the life that you will share together. And they make this pledge, and they promise to one another, be my wife, be my husband. According to the traditions and the wisdom of Moses and Israel, I promise and I pledge to you, I will care for you. I will support you. I will protect you in the way of husbands and wives who are caring and supportive of one another in wholeness and in truth. This is a valid and binding agreement among the people Israel. Shawn, you understand the meaning of this promise, yes?
Yes.
You're prepared to make this promise to Anna. Anna, yes?
Yes.
And you pledge, it's behavioral conditioning, and you pledge yourself in all that is yours to its fulfillment, yes?
Yes.
And in the presence of these witnesses, take this document in both hands. Anna, please don't make me slap myself again. No, don't repeat. I'm looking at her. You're on standby now, Shawn.
Oh, okay.
Anna, you pledge yourself in all that is yours to its fulfillment, yes?
Yes.
And in the presence of these wonderful and caring and very substantial witnesses who know their names,
Yes.
take this document along with Shawn in both your hands and recognize and affirm that you do know that you're prepared to make this promise to Shawn, yes?
Yes.
And you pledge yourself in everything that is to its fulfillment, both of you, yes?
Yes.
All right. Shawn, son of Steve and Wendy. Anna, daughter of Elizabeth and Marc. We're going to have Anna and Shawn sign first because as witnesses, you're witnessing their signatures. Does that make sense? Yes. Good, me too. All right. So now we're going to have Shawn and Anna sign. And yes, this is the photo op. I have nothing clever to say during it. That's beautiful. Look at me. That's gorgeous. In a moment, we're going to have our witnesses. I want to speak directly to you now. This is really very serious. Make sure you understand that this is a responsibility. You are not just witnessing a document signing. You're not just witnessing a wedding. You're witnessing a marriage. So your job does not end today. This new job begins right here and right now. It's your job to check in with Anna and Shawn periodically, to encourage them, to support them as they fulfill the vows in this ketubah, to ask them, is there anything you need, and to mean it, and to respond to them from your heart and your soul and even your pocketbook. And then do what's needed. Are you willing to fulfill these responsibilities?
Yes.
Then I want you to stand behind the couple for a moment, and I want you to take a moment to whisper intimately just to them some advice, some blessings, even just I love you. But let no one else hear it. This is between you and the couple that you're supporting.
You need a lawyer. Sweet nothings I've ever heard from Yeah. Oh yeah. So we're having a moment.
All right. Now, gentlemen and lady, if you would sign as the witnesses.
Doesn't matter which one.
No, unless I can't see from there.
Witness,
Witness, yeah. I would
Go ahead.
say Anna's choice.
Go ahead.
Don't forget to sign on the witness.
Because Shawn is a wise man and lets Anna make
Sign
choices
over here.
like this all the time.
I didn't want you to sign.
Insignificant.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Steve.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
Steve's
good,
got
would
the
it?
book.
Probably not.
Steve, you're going to read
It'll
this.
be his
You're
last
going to read
one.
this out loud when I tell you.
From the beginning.
Yep. I'll tell you when.
Your main name.
On the 7th day of the week, the 28th day of Sivan, in the year 5780 in the Jewish calendar, corresponding to June 20th, 2020 in the Gregorian calendar, in the city of West Hills, in the state of California, in our backyard. The groom, Shawn Lenske, son of Steve, me.
I wrote that in there. Me.
So that was great. And Wendy, and the bride, Anastasia Lenske, daughter of Elizabeth and Marc, entered into a mutual covenant as husband and wife before God and these witnesses. Each says to the other,
I commit myself to you as your spouse from this day forth.
In complete faithfulness, I pledge all that I have and all that I am to you.
I am your loving friend as you are mine.
I promise to encourage strength and unity in our marriage by loving and respecting you always.
I promise to offer insight and affection freely and acknowledge and meet your worldly and spiritual needs.
Set me as a seal upon your heart, like the ring I place upon your hand.
I will protect and cherish you, holding you up above life's challenges.
I recognize the divine image within you and therefore will honor you as the gift that you are.
I embrace you as my love. I will care for you in tenderness and compassion.
Our love will be nurtured and strengthened as we grow closer together with each passing day.
May we be joined to one another by our rings.
Our shared hopes for the future will unite us in faith and trust.
May our hearts beat as one, both times of joy as in times of sadness.
May our home be built on understanding and loving kindness.
May our home be rich with wisdom and reverence.
This Ketubah has been witnessed by family and friends, signed according to tradition. All is valid and binding. The wedding ceremony that follows will be a public declaration of what now exists in a very private way, semi-private way. A continuation of your celebration, an equally happy and joyful moment. Congratulations, because this moment, this holy moment, calls for your first ceremonial kiss of the day. Now, if you didn't already have a valid marriage license in the state of California, you would kind of sort of be married in Jewish tradition, and if the rest of the ceremony wasn't to be happen, God forbid, there's an argument that you'd be married already, except we can argue you are married already, so that would be a waste of breath, wouldn't it? So, what we're going to do right now is give you a half mazel tov, and since we've got a peanut gallery here, they can join us in the half mazel tov. Now, this is an ancient rabbinic tradition handed down. Moses, the Exodus, the desert, the half mazel tov. Watch. The half mazel tov is a half clap and mazel. All right, so practice in your mind, rehearse. Okay, when I call out, we'll give a half mazel and we'll wait for the real one when you break the glass today. Get ready. Get set. You look good. I think these people are going to do it. Here we go. Mazel! The ancient half mazel tov.